Alright, so far we have learned what the subnet is and how to create a subnet from the scratch. And from this given network diagram, what we have found out was there are four network segments, or four different subnets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what we have done so far is trying to or attempting to create those four subnets and the corresponding IP addresses for each of the subnet. And from the given primary address, we know that 24 bits of the 32 bits belong to the network portion, the first 24 bits. And from there we find out, and we now know that the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. And in order to create these four subnets, what we did was we borrowed 2 bits from the host portion of the given 32-bit IP address, and we created a new subnet mask. So by borrowing 2 bits, we now have 24 plus 2 bit, that is 26. So 26 bits for the network portion. So if you translate this into a corresponding decimal, then 8 ones is 255, 8 ones 255, 8 ones 255, and 1 1 and 6 0, that is 192. So the new subnet mask is 255.255.192. So now the real question is to get the corresponding IP address ranges for each of the subnet. And then we also did discuss, and I did mention and said that by borrowing 2 bits you can have 4 different combinations. So 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1. So we'll keep that in mind when we create the corresponding IP addresses or the IP address ranges for each of the subnets. Okay, so let's look at first subnet 1. Let's say subnet 1 is, let me call it subnet, let me just call it subnet 00. So in subnet 00, let's say the IP address starts with, let's write the first one, 192.168.20.0. So instead of saying 0, let me convert that into binary. So the last portion, because the network portion will remain the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of this 8-bit, these first 2 bits, they are the network portion. And this remaining 6 bits, they are the host portion. So keeping that in mind, oops, it's highlighted. Let me remove the highlight. No color. So the next IP address, 192, okay, I'll remove it later, 192.168.20.00. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's put this in red. Go, and this one, the network portion, let's not highlight at all. There we go. Or you can highlight the yellow one to make it easier to understand or easier to follow. This one is the network portion, so let's put it yellow. And let's just highlight this as yellow. There we go. Keep going. So let me just copy and paste. Oh, okay, it came back. So there we go. 0 0. That one, next one will be 1 0 2. Let's see. Oops. Let's put it this 192.0.0, and then it'll be 113, and it will keep going. It will keep going. So let me just copy paste again. So 192.168.20.00, and then 3, and next time is 4, and so on. So it will keep. Okay. Yep. There we go. And then the last one in this range, 192.168.20.00 and 11. There we go. So that's the last. So this is the last host portion of the network in this subnet 00, and there we go. And let's convert this back into yellow, and all this let's remove, no color. There we go. So if you look at this, so the first subnet, so 00 subnet, the first IP address of the subnet, let's call it 00, is 0, and the next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on up to, so what is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? So that 5, 1. So what is 5, 1? 5, 1 is 60 and 3. 5, 1 is 60 and 3. So if I have to convert this and write in terms of binary, then let me just put it this way. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, oh, and the last one is 60 and 3. So the first subnet starts from 0 and ends to 63. And as I mentioned earlier, the first one, this 0, the first one is the subnet address or network address, or sometimes people refer to as network number. So that is the network address. And the last one, 63, that is the broadcast. So those two are the ones that is reserved. So the usable ones are starting from 1 to up to 60 and 2. So those are the usable IP addresses, 1 up to 60 and 2. So the first one, 0, and the last one, 63, they are not usable. The first one is for the network address or subnet address, and the last one is the broadcast address of subnet 00. So likewise, if you think of the next one, let me just control paste it, and let me call it subnet 01. So if it is subnet 01, I would expect this to be, let me just remove all of them so that everybody can follow. I know I can just simply copy paste it, but sometimes it's easier to follow when we start writing from the scratch. There we go. So this is the network portion. So that's the same. I will do nothing about it. But the last 8 bits, 2 bits are for the subnet, and the remaining 6 bits are for the host. So the next 2 bits, 01, is for the subnet. Let me just copy paste, Control C. Oh. Red. So that's 01. This is red. 01, 01, that is red, 01, that is red, 01, so the first 2 bits. So I'm writing the 4th byte in the form of a binary, so please don't get confused with that one. I'm writing the 4th byte in the form of a binary. So 0, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 zeros, that's for the host. Likewise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. That is for the host. Next one is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5. 2 is 1, 0. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 1. So that is 3. And 4 is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. That is 4. Likewise, as we keep going, so what is this last value? So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the last host that we have. This from 6 bits. So what is this number? What is this number? 0, 1, and 5. No, 6, 1, 6. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is this number? So this number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not 7, 6. So plus 1, so 7. So what is this number? So this number is 127. So this number is 127. So what number is this? 0, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 64. So then this must be 65. So this must be 66. This must be 67. This must be 68. So on. And the last one here in this range is 127. So the usable IP address starts from 65 up to 126. So the first one, this 64, is the network address for subnet 01, and 127 is the broadcast address for subnet 01. So I hope it's clear on how we create the subnets. So likewise,